across every department, security, park services, operation, front gate. You've got to hold them accountable. You got to make sure that they're operating safe, they're acting safe, they're being safe. You got to audit them. You got to put them in situations that kind of test their readiness. Are they going to perform at exceptional skills? Are they going to notice a hazard? Are they going to react the proper way? 9 times out of 10, they're going to do it, they're going to ace it. Sometimes you might get someone that's hesitant or misses it. It's a learning opportunity. It's not a chance for you to fire someone. It's a chance, A, you've identified a possible risk. You've identified maybe it's a lack of training or something wasn't designed properly, but it's a good opportunity for you to better your operation and to better that individual. And really, auditing, it just makes your operation more safe. The more that you can test people, build up their courage, the more that you can put them in different situations so they've got the confidence to handle an unsafe situation, the better your park is going to be, the better your venue is going to be for both guests and colleagues. So 100% auditing. If you're in a venue, you should dedicate the resources to it too. I've worked in facilities where if we're short-staffed, no one's getting audited that day. I've worked in facilities that no matter what, that day, we're carrying out audits because that's how we maintain a safe level. So it's not just about saying, yeah, we'll do audits when I've got staff. It's making sure that you have those resources to continually check and make sure that your entire operation is running at that high standard of safety.
And Olivia, I think you've come from some operations with some really robust auditing programs, but I think that last bit that you said there was pretty important, that evaluate what you're able to do, install something, make sure you're doing something every day. If you exceed that, that's fantastic. But make sure that you're doing something every day, and then fine-tune that with what's happy for you operationally.
So, you talk about the audit process, and we from the water park world use this term regularly. But one of the other things that we need to think about is running fire drills, running scenario drills with all of our different departments. But I want to take a quick step back on that. Think about when you're purchasing uniform for your team members in engineering, for instance. They're in maintenance. What type of footwear are we going to put them in? What type of things are they going to come into contact with? Do they need safety shoes? Do they need non-slip shoes? What are we doing there? So we need to think about it in all aspects. We've got 40 minutes to talk about safety, which is a topic probably as big as this room. Each of us could take 4 hours minimum and talk you through safety. One of the things I will say is, we'll all be walking around the show floor over the next few days. If you see us and you want to talk about it in more detail and something specific maybe to your venue, please reach out to us. We're also here. Now,
do you need to get ahead of it? What's the message that goes out over social media on why there are fire trucks arriving to your FEC? So they need to be involved as well, and they need to also be educated on your operation. I'm going to go back to lifeguarding. Part of our audit process is we drop mannequins in a pool to test our lifeguards, to make sure that they're vigilant and watching. Now, us aquatic people, we know what the mannequin is. When we see it, we know that's a mannequin. But what about the guest that looks down and literally sees a body in the water? They start to freak out. Other guests start to take a picture. Management comes running over. No, it's fine. We're testing our lifeguard. Oh, you scared me. They go home, they post about it on social media. 2 o'clock in the morning, your PR director calls you and they go, why do we have pictures of her body in our pool? It's a good question to ask if you don't know. So safety, you got to educate marketing, sales, so that in the event of an emergency, they know what their role is. But also, so they can help support you and get the message out there. One of the best trainings I've ever had was probably about 10 years ago. Our PR and marketing team, they said, we're going to do a full day training on crisis management. Great, there goes a day of my life. We walk into the ballroom. Before we get into the ballroom, there is a guy with a camera and a reporter in my face. Olivia, we just heard you had a drowning in the water park today. What are you going to do? Can you comment on it? What? Yeah, we're from the local news channel here in Dubai. Well, we just got a message that there was an incident in your water park. Tell me about it. I'm not no comment, no comment. For the next 8 hours, this company took us through how you manage a crisis from a PR point of view. Talk about me, the lifeguard manager, not knowing what I didn't know. At the end of that session, they came back with the camera and the reporter, and they gave us a new scenario. Hey, Olivia, we just heard that one of your water slides collapsed. Can you comment on it? Knew exactly what to do, what to say, how to handle it. Now, me as the lifeguard manager, will I ever be put in that position? Probably not. But the one time that it could happen, I received proper training. And it goes for your frontline colleagues too. Do they know the do's and don'ts when it comes to safety? What can they talk about, what they can't? Because one thing that affects our brand as a company, as an industry, is safety. And in this day and age, your brand is out there. It's on social media. It's on TripAdvisor. So if you're not running a safe operation, your brand is at risk. So it goes back to investing into stuff like that. Hire a professional company who specializes in crisis management, and I have their name if you want it afterwards, but spend time with your entire team. Your director of maintenance, even though he may never get in front of a camera, should at least know what to do. And I think sometimes in the grand scheme of operating, we kind of forget about those people making the money for us, promoting sales and marketing, but they're just as critical to our safety message. And the one last thing I'm going to say about safety when it comes to PR and marketing, get them on board with promoting your safety and marketing. Atlanta's the Palm. Our PR team, social media team, did a great campaign about a year and a half ago on lifeguard safety and what the lifeguards do on a daily basis to make sure you, as a guest, when you come in our park, are safe. How great of a safety message is that? To say, this is what our team does so that when you come in our park, you're safe.
People, there's a lot of low-hanging fruit things that we can do. I know we've talked about tonight robust plans, but there's a lot of low-hanging fruit things that we can do to inspire our teams. And, I often think somebody throughout my career once said to me, what's the cost of doing these safety programs? But really, what's the cost of not using these programs? And one, Scott, I'm going to pick on you a little bit here because I see your team very active on LinkedIn with the lifeguard of the months that you nominate for them. And that's something that you do that they are very proud of. I see it posting, it might even be weekly. And this is something that probably doesn't really even cost you